Nagar bilingual marriage contest. Ladies and gentlemen, in this competition, there are 8 teams, 18 people as audience, and 80 guest speakers. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the master of doing absolutely nothing. But my father is a great man. He named me Sameer. But after becoming a humorous speaker, I became a meme. And when I started supporting feminism, people call me Shameen. Ladies and gentlemen, for solving this problem of doing absolutely nothing, my father sent me to the doctor. I asked him, "Doctor, according to you, what is the most dangerous shot for human body? Leg shot or head shot?" He replied, "Screenshot." Ladies and gentlemen, I am the master of doing absolutely nothing. But once I fell in love with a girl. Her father is the vice chancellor. Once she asked me, "Sameer, what do you really want from me? Situationship, relationship, or just friendship?" I replied, "Scholarship." Ladies and gentlemen, back then, when it comes to the generation of 90s, they were the masters of doing absolutely nothing. But they had a little playtime. When it comes to the generation of 2020, they had screen time. But ladies and gentlemen, in 2025, Kashmiris are not having screen time nor playtime. All they are having is curfew time. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the master of doing absolutely nothing. But once I decided to become a software engineer. Once I had an accident in front of my eyes. People asked me to save the person. I told them, I am a software engineer. I can only save him as a PDF. Ladies and gentlemen, in this world, there are several things of which we can do nothing. They should be kept separate. Like democracy and establishment, politicians and promises, Pakistan Air Force and its neighbors, and most importantly, Haris Rauf and last over of Asia Cup final. Ladies and gentlemen, recently Haris Rauf got a Pride of Performance Award for his exceptional performance in Asia Cup final from Indian government. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the master of doing absolutely nothing, but I am very good in playing cards. Until my friend came in. For shopping, she uses credit cards. From her dad, she uses debit cards. For her identity, she uses feminist card. But ladies and gentlemen, in front of me, she plays victim card. Ladies and gentlemen, Kashmir Debating Society is the master of doing absolutely everything. Their Polish speakers sometimes got admission in the institutions of Punjab on Kashmir quota. And all the respected educators invited on their competition, they are obviously on Punjab quota. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the master of doing absolutely nothing, but I am an exceptional humorous speaker. So let me tell you all, an 18 plus joke, 19. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the master of doing absolutely nothing. But people like Trump, and I am a Trump. Once Trump called me and said, "Sameer, I really want to buy something internationally acclaimed." So PAF offered him, buy Indians in Mission Sindoor and get Afghanis free in Mission Tandoor. Ladies and gentlemen, just I am the master of doing absolutely nothing. Marshall is the master of doing absolutely everything. Once, Trump invited the Prime Minister of Pakistan to America. Both Prime Ministers went there. One in suit and other with boots. Once, I decided to propose her. But before that, she came to me and said, Sameer, you are a man of golden heart. You have a great career ahead. I love you, but as a brother. Ladies and gentlemen, at last, I am the master of doing absolutely nothing. But finally, Kashmir Debating Society acknowledged my talent and gave me a position in their football team as a footballer.